I think this thing still looks good. It's got the profile, you know what I mean? Yo, what is going on, boys and girls? Welcome back to another video. Hello, if this is the first time finding the channel. So today we're going to be looking at my 2000 E39 530 diesel BMW, which I've purchased about 3-4 weeks ago now. So it's about that time to like give you a real world update of the vehicle, exactly what it's like to own, to drive, what it cost me, what's wrong with it, what the plans are, all of that good stuff. So yeah, let's get into this video. So I love this. I thought I'd get over here nice and quiet. This is the only parking machine that appears to be working in this car park, and we've got a sweet 70s bug rolling through as well. Sounds a bit throaty. Nice. Anyway, this vehicle has had 2 owners in the last 25 years. That's not bad going, is it? The last owners being an elderly Hindu couple. So to pay a bit of respect to them and to keep the good luck going with this vehicle, what I've done is actually keep, sorry, just jumping in, Ganesh there on the dashboard. We've got a little plaque thing down here as well. Maybe one of you can translate that to me. Let me know what the writing down there says. And we've also got a little God stuck there. At the end of the day, they had this car for a long time, so we're going to keep rolling with that. Little bit of Hindu luck, if you know what I mean. And over the last 3-4 weeks now of owning this car, I feel like my luck is 100% on the up. So maybe Ganesh down there is doing his thing. But anyway, let's have a look at the bodywork on this vehicle. If you watched the first video of me picking this vehicle up, you'll notice some of the differences already. I've had a stage 2 correction, which took me hours to complete on it, but we've got rid of so many swirls. I've ceramic coated it as well. You can really see the silver now starting to fleck, and in like the, well, in the sun, to be honest, at different times of day, it has like a purple tint to it. Changes colors, definitely. I'll show you a bit of the roof up here as well. Kind of getting the reflection. It's a bit difficult to show on camera here, if I'm honest, but it's looking 10 times better than what it was when I picked it up. However, when you've actually spent a good bit of time with it, that's when you start noticing scratches, problems, things that need repairs, etc. So we'll show you all of this now as we keep going around it. I love this car. I really, really do love this car. But hey, I'm open, I'm honest, and we're going to chat about it. So, plans as well for this vehicle while we address some of the problems that you can see. It's had a couple of rust repairs over the years. You can see this here, it's been treated underneath. That's been put over the top. This is bubbling a little bit there as well. I'm not sure if they must go under there and just collect. That's why it's gone like that. You'll notice it's got a couple of battle scars. At the end of the day, it's a 25-year-old vehicle. It's going to have it. But for the grand scheme of things, it's in pretty good condition. Another repair there. Both sills done down there. There. It's quite funny. My Chevy truck has the exact same kind of dent on the exact same door. I know, almost like they were meant to be. Couple of little scuffs down here. None of this scares me. The biggest thing was having a vehicle that's not rusted out. Underneath this car, we've had up on the ramp, it is solid. Jacking points are all brilliant on it as well. They haven't gone soft or crusty. They're all good. You can see the other repair it's had down here also. If it wasn't in a different color, it wouldn't look so bad in my opinion. But yeah, a couple of small little dings and dents. Some of this stuff you wouldn't even notice if I wasn't pointing it out to you. So the plan is, all of the bodywork is going to be done on this vehicle. I know you might think I'm mad doing it on this, but do you know what? I've fallen in love with this car. I've wanted an E39 5 Series since I first, well, seen him on the road as like a 10, 11 year old. But also, you remember Gone in 60 Seconds from, what was that, 2000, 2001? With the 540 E39 pre-facelift was chasing Eleanor. That's why I always wanted a pre-facelift one. You don't see them as often anymore. Everyone wants to go facelift, the M Sport. I wanted Grandad SC spec that this is, because it just stands out a little bit more in my opinion. Now the interior of this car as well, as you can see, full black leather. I literally sit in the back of the vehicle, as you can see. I'm 6'4" anyway, but I would say I like to sit with a bit of a gangster lean, but you know what I mean. I like hip-hop music, so fits the bill. There we go, just give you a little point of view. As you can see, the heated seats button down there. And this time of year, in the mornings, it can be quite cool, if I'm honest. So the heated seats, working fantastic. Like this now, the air conditioning, freezing. And that's a true story. But as we go in, as you can see as well, I've got a wonky number plate on there. That annoys me a little bit. But that doesn't, you know, my plans are either to buy a cheap private number plate, or I'm going to get press plates anyway for it, either way, when the bodywork's done. So I'm not too bothered with that. And I can't believe when I did this video, when I picked it up, when I got home and edited the video, I was like, oh, I've completely forgot to show that, haven't I? All BMWs of this era, or slightly older, the first thing you always want to do, check the toolkit. Now, I didn't do this until a couple of days after. I completely forgot about it. So, dun dun dun. We've got the toolkit in there, mostly complete. I think we might be missing something there. I'm potentially missing something there, maybe? I don't know, let me know in the comments. Safety triangle is immaculate, which tells me this vehicle has never broken down. A couple of spanners there too. That's just a nice feature to have on these vehicles, isn't it? Let's just pop that up there. The routine maintenance guide is there. And also this BMW has full main dealer service history. I know, right? Talking about servicing though, there's a little clip I want to insert of some of the things that have arrived for this vehicle, because I'm not kidding you when I say I'm going to town with this vehicle. I plan on keeping this for a long time. Roll the clip. So the first bunch of stuff has started arriving for the E39. Brembo brakes. We got some pads for the back, we got some pads for the front, or whichever way around it is. New little sump plug there. Man filter, you know, we've got some decent stuff for this, not skimping out on it, putting good stuff in there, good stuff that I know that will last. We've got the Bosch cabin filters here. There's actually two of them, twin filters in that E39. Blown my mind a little bit. Still waiting on more things to arrive as well, but we got some new brake fluid. We've got a fuel filter there, so it's all decent stuff. Some new oil there. I'll update you as things are progressing anyway, but these as well I'm quite excited about. These are the heat shields that go behind the brake discs. Because on the E39 they're prone to rattling and rusting, and mine aren't rusted, but they're 100% rattling. So yeah, this baby's gonna be good. So here we go. I thought I'll do this bit myself. It's nice and easy, change these filters around. Genuine BMW one in there, which is quite nice, which backs up the service history of this car always being done at BMW. But yeah, look at that. Also got the trusty little Dyson out as well, because this one isn't so bad, but the other one was full of leaves and just dust. So just give it a bit of hoover, use the tissue, just wipe the box down a little bit, ready, put the clean filters in. I know, right? Surprising. So the brakes on this vehicle, we knew it, I mentioned it in the first video. They're grinding a little bit, squeaking every so often in there. So the full Brembos will be going on there. That's going to make a world of difference on this car. And we're going to get 4 new tyres on it anyway. And also these wheels are going to be refurbished, which is the worst wheel to show you, probably this one. As you can see, I think it's had bad refurbs in the past, etc. Corroded a little bit. We're going to get some new wheel bolts for it, some new centre caps as well. But yeah, Pilot Sport Cup 2s. I know. Crazy having it on one of these, isn't it? So my boy Jerry Explores. Hello Jerry, if you're watching. He's going to be doing all the bodywork on this vehicle. So he's based out of Gloucester. So at some point it's going to go into him. We're going to do the treatments that well, it's been treated. We're going to get rid of all this silver stuff is what we're going to do. A little bit on the arch there too. But can you believe how good this car looks after a ceramic coating? I know, surprising, isn't it? And I'm also thinking, now let me know in the comments below with this, I quite fancy the Alpina front bumper, but everywhere I look, if you can buy like the reproduction front clips, but they seem to be from a year 2001 to like 04 to 05. They fit a 2000 bumper. Let me know. If not, we're gonna have to keep an eye out for a genuine Alpina bumper to go on the front of it. And normally with BMWs you want to go with the black grills or for the kidney grills. I think the chrome just kind of works on this car. Don't know, what are you saying about it? I'm up for opinions, if you know what I mean. And you can see what I haven't yet done, the bonnet. See there's some swirls still in the bonnet? That kind of gives it away a little bit. Bonnet hasn't been done properly, so I want to get some touch up for these in the meantime, and then I can just kind of you know, blend it in a little bit. So just to give you a little point of view experience of this vehicle, what a nice place to be. Considering this car is from the year 2000, so that's 25 years old, I think it is aged absolutely gracefully. And how smooth this vehicle is still to drive has been blowing my mind. I've done over 2,000 miles in 3 weeks since I've purchased it, so it's doing the exact job of why I've purchased it. Really was literally the slap miles on it. This M57 3-litre straight 6 diesel engine, silky smooth, silky, we'll roll with that, silky silky smooth. Yeah, it's just a charming place to be. And do you know what's blowing my mind with it as well? I know we get a lot of mind-blowing stuff going on, but I'm averaging about 550 to 600 miles to a tank, which is costing me around about £70 to fill it back up. So by, you know, even by modern day standards, this car is pretty fuel efficient. It is honestly surprising. Everything works in here, from the ice cold air conditioning, you know, to the radio, cassette, CD changer, etc. We'll chat about a little bit of that anyway. But yeah, everything just works fantastically in it. So what we're gonna do is take a little dip off here now onto some side roads, and then you can see how well this still drives for his age. So we're entering a national speed limit road. So for those of you outside the States, this is a 60-mile-an-hour road. If I lean up a bit because I'm on a chest mount, you can see this hill is up, well, this road is uphill, and we still drive, and I'm not even fully pelt to the floor there. There we go, there's 60 with the gear change. It still drives remarkably well, doesn't it? I know, it's impressive. It's impressed me, if I'm completely honest with you. So being the 5 Series, it's kind of mid-range, if you like. However, it's quite big even by today's standards, and that's why I'm going to keep referencing in this video. We can kind of relate to it with vehicles of today's standards. I have an A6 Black Edition, a 2021, and when you park them side by side, as you can see, there's not a whole lot difference. And I kid you not, I'm so comfortable driving this car. Now I know I've got my seats kind of leaning back a little bit. That's how I like to drive. Let's keep you up there. Where are you going? This is really surprising. I've been 4 up in this vehicle. Don't get me wrong, when you've had 4 people in there, it does create a small problem of rubbing on the rear, but that's just because I have dumb wheels on it, if you know what I mean. But yeah, overall, I'm so pleased with this car. Well, at least the camera's still there. So I know we mentioned problems. Fire's on the button. Sounds smooth as anything. Let's open this bonnet and let's go and show you. I forgot this year of BMW as well. When you get a little thing through the grille there. 2 hands maybe needed. There we go. How sweet does that sound? That was the most important thing for me with having one of these vehicles, was having one with no mechanical issues whatsoever. Sounds good. Engine mounts are all good on it, there's no heavy shaking. Timing chain has been done in recent years. Sounds really good. And these M57s will go on forever, so having one that's now only ticked over 96,000 miles, pretty good, isn't it? But the only problem really that I've noticed, this can be a bit frustrating when you're driving it. See the heat shield in the back in there? They are prone See that? Just so I can kind of recreate it. They're prone for like corroding, not so much rusting, but when you go over the speed bump, it makes that noise that I've made there. So the 2 brand new heat shields are going on it anyway, so that's no problem. The seats, all the interior is pretty clean, if I'm honest. Let's take you for a little look around. You know what I mean? Still shine in there. All 4 electric windows work in this vehicle. Every light works in this vehicle. We did have 1 bulb out, but it was a little solder, that's all what was needed. Again. And into the passenger side also. Do you know, this wood at the beginning, I was kind of against it. Now I'm kind of falling in love with it. You know what I mean? Pretty good condition, isn't it? This aircon in here though, it is so cold. Freezing in fact. No, when you live in Wales, you never can tell, you know what I mean? You got to keep a coat with you, but I hope you enjoyed the little skit. But yeah, listen to her. She purrs so well. Put half of a bottle of Red X through it as well, with a full tank the other day. And to be fair, I would say I've seen an improvement, but there wasn't anything to improve to begin with. But you know what I mean? But yeah, check this as well, right? Got the original business cassette player in there. I know, I wish I owned some cassettes back in the day. But also, I have the 6-stack CD player in the trunk, which is throwing up problems if I'm honest. However, we managed to do a little bit of a fix. Check it out.
It is stinking in here.
That could be what it could be, so just dirt and dust.
I'll just spray some silicone lube in there.
I know, surprising. Buddy of mine, Chris, he's fantastic. Anything I need help with, he's the guy to go and ask. But yeah, what a car. Honestly, I know I keep saying it, and you might think I'm crazy, but I'm living my childhood dream at the minute, and I didn't realise how much one of these would mean to me until I owned one. Audio. I forgot audio. I know that CD player is alright to a point, but it's nice to connect up to your tunes. You know what I mean? You're not so limited to what you can listen to. So it's a nice Pioneer head unit that I found to go in there as well. It's going to be modern stuff, Apple CarPlay, which is nice for the maps. Looking forward to that. The right fascias and all that to go around it as well. I found some nice Alpine speakers to go in there, the same ones I put in my Caddy. Decent little punch. And this is where it's going to go good. I'm going to relive my, I would say youth, but my teenage years, if you like, when I first started driving. I'm going to put a subwoofer in the boot. There's a nice Phoenix Gold one that I fancy, maybe even a double sub. We'll see. Or you can get a single with a built-in amp. Don't need loads. And yeah, so this thing's probably going to be booming. So the last MOT that this vehicle had was on the 4th of April 2025 at 94,811 miles. 0 advisories apart from tyres. Tyres were the only thing that I needed, and they were for the original turbo blade wheels anyway, not these X5 ones. So this car, no advisories, and that impresses me. That really impresses me. So the question is that so many of you have asked me, so many of you want to know the answer to, especially on social media: how much did I pay for this hot rod? You ready? I'll be honest with you, I absolutely stole this vehicle, but there's a reason why I did steal it. So I purchased it off my good buddy Vin. I first fell in love with this car back in April when it had the MOT. He was purchasing it for himself to be a daily driver. But I know exactly what it is like when you run your own business. There's only so many hours in the day, and I seem to be spending most of my day listed on eBay or chasing collections all over the country. Vin's, he got his own business, does recovery, transportation, all that sort of stuff. So only so many hours in the day, you know what I mean? So this vehicle actually sat there after he purchased it. He decided he wanted to sell it. He put a price in his Snapchat and some pictures and stuff of the car, and he teased me a little bit anyway to begin with, because he wouldn't sell it to me at the start. So Vin actually purchased my very, very rare 1988 325 iX 4-wheel drive E30 BMW that I imported from Japan off me a couple of years ago. And I'll be honest with you, I give him an absolute steal on the car. That's what bros do. You look after each other as of when you can, you know what I mean? So he still has my E30. I missed that car. So when I seen this go up, I thought, ooh, Vin, remember that E30 you had thousands of pounds cheaper off me? What's this E39 gonna cost me? I said, no messing about. I'll hire a car, come and get it. We live like 3-4 hours away from each other. So he said to me, boss, you can have it for exactly what I paid for it. £1,500. That's right, £1,500 for a solid, you know, E39 BMW, 2 owners from new, 94,000 miles, and the 3-litre diesel. You know, you can pick these E39s up around about 2,500. Most of them are petrol. It's never the 3-litre diesel. In my opinion, it's one of the most desirable engines for this, unless you want to be a complete baller and go for like a 540. Some nice ones of them around as well, but then you're talking more money again. So I think this vehicle is easy £3,000 to £4,000 as it sits easily. So then the X5 wheels were an extra £300 on top of that. So I'm into this car for £1,800. Mind-blowing. £1,800 for this sweet ride. Now I know I might be biased, but I'm in love with this car. I know I've said this already in the video. I'm sorry, but I really am in love with it. But what a bargain. Really is a bargain. Now the servicing stuff, brakes, all that stuff, I think I probably spent about another £300-400 on it. And I know the paint work is going to need doing, but that's my choice. I haven't got to do that. I'm doing it because I want to do it. So I think all said and done, I don't know where we'll end up. We'll update you over the time, like, but it's blown my mind, this vehicle, for that price. And as I said, it's something charming about an old vehicle. I know with many of them, you could say it's like, you know, journeys sort of become adventures. Are you going to get there? Are you not going to get there? I got full trust in this vehicle that it's going to get me anywhere I want to go. It drives like a modern car. It keeps up with modern cars. You know, there's no hassles, there's no dramas with it. It's crazy. And the bank doesn't own it. There's no car payments. I own it. Insurance was just over £300. Road tax was just over £300. You know what I mean? I think to myself, all the years I've wasted money on vehicles on finance. Still do my Audi A6, which I'm thinking about selling because I can't stop driving this. Old vehicles are a way of life. It's a way forward. And what a smart thing to do. And I don't know if any of you, I might be rambling a little bit, sorry. But I've noticed over the last couple of years, cars are just not cars anymore. EVs don't really interest me. Respect if you've got one, you know, it's just not for me. I think as well, like especially in the UK where they, you know, around about 2018, when all the new laws come in about making cars quieter, the filters, all this sort of stuff, they've just ruined the car, you know what I mean? The cars are lifeless now. I look at all the shapes of vehicles, everything just looks like a spaceship shape or something, you know? Just EVs and stuff, and even modern cars. Like I'm a big Audi fan. I've had a lot of Audis over the years, RS3s, you know, S4s, all the nice stuff I've been fortunate enough to have. And I look at Audi now, and there's literally only 1 or 2 vehicles I would own, and that's an RS6 new one or an RS4 new one, and they're crazy money. And then again, you've got soft limiters. It's just soulless, you know what I mean? Same as BMW. I'm looking at modern BMWs and I'm like, what's going on there? I think car manufacturers stopped caring at the end of 2018. You know, I think for a sweet spot, and then this is why in recent years I've had so many 2017 67 plate early 18 cars, simply because that's the last of driving true cars. My M3 was that era, my M4 was that era, the S5, the S4, it's when they started just losing it, M140i, etc. I know we're banging on a little bit now, but I used to be a bit of a car guy. I still am a car guy, but I used to have a car channel where we used to do a lot of car stuff. But crazy, innit? Anyway, I've rambled enough. This is my E39 5 Series BMW, £1,500, 0 issues, bit of paintwork, love it. That summarizes it for you, doesn't it? If you're thinking about considering buy one, you should definitely buy one. Make sure it's the M57 diesel engine. Pulls like a train, sounds like an airplane, runs forever. Boys and girls, I don't know what this video is. If you watch me for the abandoned stuff or the vintage toy stuff, I apologize. I'm a car guy trying to get thoughts across, sharing car things with you. So until next time, I shall see you in another video very, very soon. You know exactly what to do. Ta-ra now. My door's locked. Ta-ra now.